Oh, shit, I think we're live.
Oh, I mean,
It's a shock every time.
let's just jump right back into it, huh?
Back in the saddle again. Me with my cough drops.
Yes.
Some ASMR. How y'all doing? All right. Well, welcome everybody to episode 11 of the Arena of Audacity.
Maybe we made it.
We made it. Double digits. We are in it. We did it last time, but we're doing it again. I am the fat fella himself, Matt Jones. That is Jay Spoon, Joshua Weatherspoon.
What's happening?
We are in the studio of the fat fella, and we're coming to you live. How you been, buddy?
Doing good. We should try to call this like maybe the Mecca of fat, like PHAT.
It'd have to be PHATT.
Double T.
Yeah, shout out to Trevor, Fat Star.
That's right. That's right.
PHATTSTARR. Yeah. And when I go,
Mecca's got two C's in it, so see, you're already doubling up every word there.
oh man, so you said Mecca as an MECCA, and I thought MECHA.
Oh,
I've been watching too much Gundam.
Oh God.
Of which I've been watching none in the last 20 years. Oh man, which is actually kind of oh, what up, Sherlock's? My body is ready. I love it.
And it's Strobex.
Strobex, my bad.
Yeah, Strobex. You're still putting emphasis on it.
My
Call him
bad.
Strobe.
Strobe?
Yeah.
Strobe, what's up, Strobe? My bad.
What's happening, brother?
Yeah. And as you can guys probably hear with my ASMR voice, I am working on a Hall's cough drop.
Oh wait, we don't got sponsors.
Today's episode brought to you in part, and by a part I mean no part, by Halls. They're not paying us to say any of this,
Not
but
at all.
they are getting me through the day. Last week we had to take the Wednesday off, which was a little sad. I'm not gonna lie. I held off sending that email or that text to you till like the last minute.
Yeah.
I thought was possible.
It's all good.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Um,
That's right. I didn't want to use your real name, but yes, that's Jeff Ahola from back in the AT&T days.
oh shit, what up, Jeff? Although I don't think you and I ever actually like crossed paths at the Death Star, but I know who you are. Ish. I know of you. All right, we'll move on. But yeah. Took last week off, so we've got like we've got some topics.
Yep.
We got a topic that I'm not gonna lie is super personal to my heart
Oh Jesus.
in a way that makes me angry. So I don't know. You just want to jump into it, or is there anything we need to recap from this week?
No, let's
actually, no. There is something to recap.
delete it. Perfect.
Nice. There's something I'd like to bring up.
Yep.
I mean, the name of the channel is Arena of Audacity.
Yes, sir.
And if we're going to talk about some audacious bullshit today, we're going to bring up the NBA Rookie of the Year. All right.
Who got Rookie of the Year?
LaMelo fucking Ball.
Wow. We got the perfect person in the chat to talk about this.
Oh my god. Is Strobe a Hornets fan, or are you a LaMelo? Are you a Ball fan?
No, he's a king. He's a diehard Kings fan.
Dude, Tyrese. What is the NBA doing? What is the NBA? I feel like I'm getting a little bounce back on the walls, which is what I've spent fucking money on those for, but whatever. All right, I'm getting loud right now. What the fuck? Dude, Tyrese Halliburton balled the fuck out. I get it. The Hornets made the playoffs.
Yeah.
However, they made the playoffs in the fucking East.
Oh, jeez. Here we go with this.
All right, if the Kings were in the East, they
would
wouldn't have been
the
part.
playoffs too.
No, they wouldn't have been part of the play-in. They would have just made the playoffs.
No, if you looked at the records at the end, the Kings would have missed. They would have been the 11th seed. They would have missed.
Whatever. Hallie didn't have enough. All right, not, like if he hadn't have gotten injured, if Halliburton hadn't gotten injured, but I don't know how he got third because I guess that kid from Minnesota balled out, but he never did shit when he played the Kings. So I
didn't see. Like, look, I'm going to be honest with you here. I didn't watch a lot of the regular season this year.
No.
I just watched the play-in, and now I've been watching the playoffs. Like, regular season meant nothing to me this year.
Oh man. I mean, well then fair. How about Chris Paul though? COVID protocol this far in.
Yeah. So and I don't get that. Like, you're allowing arenas to be at 80 to 100% capacity, and we're still having COVID protocol. Like, it doesn't make any sense.
Tracing.
Still doesn't matter. Like, to me, it's like, okay, so if Chris Paul's in the COVID protocol, is everybody in that arena now?
I think it depends on when he came in contact with somebody.
But he played that game. He played a game when they swept, and that arena was packed. So that means everybody in that arena should be on a 2-week.
That's a good point. Who are they playing right now?
Nobody.
Utah, or did they beat Utah?
Yeah.
Okay.
No. Denver.
They beat Denver?
Yeah.
That makes my heart feel good. Because you know who else swept Denver? Sacramento motherfucking Kings.
Oh, Jesus Christ. But yeah, no, that's how I feel about it. Like, if Chris Paul is now in COVID protocol after he won that game, or his team won that game, and that game had a almost to full capacity arena, then everybody in that arena needs to be on a 2-week quarantine.
I think that's fair. Although I don't know what testing they do. I don't know what bullshit they do. Also, they don't give a fuck about the fans.
No.
This is just Stern being like
Stern?
Not Stern.
We're going back to the
Silver? Adam Silver.
Yeah,
Adam Silver. This is Adam Silver just being like, Chris Paul, the former regime stopped you from going to Lakers for a reason.
Oh my God. We can't have you win a championship.
Yeah,
bro.
we can't have you win a championship.
Look, that trade to the Lakers, you know how we ex-nayed that? And we put you on the Clippers, and then you guys almost won there. And then we were like, wait a minute, hold on, now we got to bring up and, actually say that your owner's a racist, so that there's turmoil. And now,
so you can get out of there and
right
go to
now,
Houston.
Now we got to worry about your owner. And then now, oh wait, now you're gonna go to Houston. Okay, we don't care about you there.
No. Also, you're in Phoenix.
Yeah, and now, we didn't think you were going to do anything in Phoenix.
Yeah.
You have an interim head coach.
Yeah. You have an interim head coach, and you're on a team that hasn't seen the playoffs.
No, that's not Phoenix. Not Phoenix. Sorry. Phoenix doesn't have an interim head coach. That's the Hawks. The Hawks have an interim head coach.
Oh, shit. Well,
he outcoached Tom Thibodeau. I don't understand it. Like, Nathan Miller is a great coach. Yes, don't get me wrong. But you're an interim head coach, and you outcoach Tom Thibodeau.
Shut up, Monica. You outcoached Tom Thibodeau because, unfortunately for him, he coaches the Knicks. And as a Kings fan, I can say that. Because they're the largest of large fucking markets, and they haven't done shit in 20 years.
I mean, yeah. Okay.
They are. I don't even know who to compare them to. What large market team in the NBA hasn't done shit in the last 20 years? I mean, at least Chicago's made the playoffs every once in a while.
Yeah.
I mean, they had...
Yeah, a lot of large market teams are still making the playoffs, and even if they're not, great teams, they're still doing something.
You had Amari Stoudemire.
Oh, God.
Carmelo Anthony and KP on the same team, I think. They overlapped with Carmelo Anthony. And you still couldn't make the playoffs.
Yeah.
Like, the universe just hates you.
So my only gripe with the awards this year is that Donovan Mitchell, who is the best player on the best team, didn't get on any of the NBA All Teams. He's on the number 1 seeded Utah Jazz. Yep. He is the best player on that team, and he didn't get not a mention on an All NBA team.
Who got it? Jokic got MVP?
So Jokic got MVP.
Just fucking stupid.
But so who were the guards on All NBA? So it was Chris Paul, it was Dame, it was Steph. I can't remember the other 3. But yeah, Donovan Mitchell, nowhere to be found.
Yeah. And as much as I hate the Golden State Warriors, I got to give Steph credit.
Oh, no.
That man
Steph
willed
balled out.
that
Yeah, he balled out.
Into the playoffs.
Almost to the playoffs.
Almost. I mean, the play-in. I mean, it works. And Monica, stick around. This is sports talk, but we are getting to some shenanigans here in a minute. So just stick around. This will not be the team stand-up from yesterday.
God.
We had in my team. We have so many sports fans on our team, and I love it. And there's so many A's fans, but one of our managers is an Angels fan, and right now the A's are literally just spanking that ass. And they're having a hell of a season. If you're an A's fan in this comment, which I know my wife is not currently in the comments because I just saw on the camera that she's coming in the house. Y'all are balling out. I'll give you credit. Yeah, you can go.
Yes, she just did mix two sports. It's all good. Nobody. We're not here to judge.
You're fine. You're fine. The fact that there's not a Kings team in Major League Baseball is a little suspect, but I mean, they're looking to expand anyway, I think. No, the NBA is looking to expand. Seattle and Las Vegas. Why the fuck do we need 2 more cities in the NBA?
Because you have to balance. If you add 1, you have to add 2.
But
that's why when
both
we
going to be
got
on the West Coast.
Yeah, but I mean, it doesn't matter. The Pelicans play in the West, and they're New Orleans.
Well, who's going to go to the East though? Oklahoma City, San Antonio, Houston.
No, I don't. You're not hearing my point.
New Orleans Pelicans.
The New Orleans Pelicans are a West Coast team.
Makes sense to me.
No.
This is why you should just have one super division.
Ugh.
Everybody plays together. Top 16 teams make the playoffs.
Yeah.
We should also, and we brought this up a few episodes ago, and I still believe in it. We should relegate teams.
Relegate?
The bottom 2. Mm-hmm. See, this would stop tanking.
Okay.
The bottom 2 in the NBA get moved to the G League. You don't get to draft next year.
Oh. So we're gonna do it like soccer.
And the top 2 teams in the G League get to move up.
Yeah.
So the magical goal is to hit 3rd.
I don't know about it. Anyways, let's not get too carried away. Now we got a lot of stuff to get back to. It's been a while. We've been off for a week. You know, we got to get back into the nerdosphere that is the arena. So,
and we're not going to go as deep to begin with in nerd culture, but we are going to get into something that I'm very passionate about, and it's something I am, for those that don't know, somebody who at one time considered himself a musician. Been in a few bands. Had a lot of fun. And music is very near and dear to my heart. Very near and dear to my heart. Excuse me. Cough drop burps. Fun.
Jesus.
And the one thing I absolutely hate is terrestrial radio. Bugs the ever-loving crap out of me.
Okay.
And terrestrial radio is unfortunately tied, which is probably one of the reasons why it bugs the crap out of me, to the Billboard Top 40.
Yep.
If you want to get on the radio, this is the Airhead speech from the movie Airheads, and if you haven't seen Airheads, absolutely go watch it. It's fucking phenomenal. But they're like, how do we get on the radio? Well, you have to be part of the top 40. Well, how do I get in the top 40? Well, you need radio plays.
Yeah.
So basically, we're gatekeeping who the fuck gets played. With that said, Billboard a couple weeks ago came out with their list of the top 10 mainstream rock artists of all time.
We're doing this Family Feud style?
We are.
Okay.
Well, not Family Feud. Family Feud.
Okay,
We're gonna start with number 10 and move down.
Okay.
I spent an hour putting together these images.
Oh my god.
We're taking our time with this.
Is it gonna? Are you doing like a checkerboard come in from PowerPoint, or are we just doing screen swipes? What are we doing here?
Unfortunately, I didn't go that far, and thank you for calling that out. I am now self-conscious. All right, so
I agree with you, Monica. I agree with you.
What would she say?
She's talking about the Super League idea is a bad idea.
Moving on. My side. Anyway, so I did a little research into this.
Okay.
And the mainstream rock chart has been something that they've been doing for 40 years now. 40-ish years. And it is basically, if you have a top 40 song, you make it onto the chart.
Yeah.
And this is a list of the 10 bands who've had the most and highest rated songs on the Billboard mainstream rock chart.
Okay.
Remember, though, that circular ass logic we talked about.
Yeah. So, what time frame are we talking about here?
The last 40 years.
Okay. Last 40 years. So we're talking so 1980.
So we're talking Rush, AC/DC, Motley Crue,
Metallica,
Bon Jovi, Nirvana, Soundgarden,
One
Pearl
mic,
Jam.
Bon Jovi.
And one mic. But a man on the moon can't get Bon Jovi on a fucking helicopter.
But if you've never seen, was it Living on the Prayer? Or was it shot?
No, because I'm a cowboy.
Oh, yeah.
On a steel.
So one, if you've never seen that music video,
Oh my god,
go back and watch it. It is the most overly dramatic 80s hair band music video that you'll ever see in your life.
It is the Top Gun of music videos.
It's so ridiculous, and you'll understand the one mic once you see it.
And apparently they're nice people, because I always conflate them with John Cougar Mellencamp, who is douche du jour. Saw that man live in concert, walked out on him. Yeah, I was 17.
Yeah.
John Fogerty kicked your ass, Mellencamp.
Well,
Anyway, we're moving on. All right, so
let's move it along.
We're moving along. All right, so number 10. Out of the last 40 years, who do you think would be number 10 on this list?
Out of the last 40 years.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I'm just going to go out on a limb. Would they even fit in that? No, I don't think so. Queen wouldn't fit in there, right? They're
Queen
70s?
would.
Oh.
Queen, well, maybe.
Okay.
It depends. If their music hit, I mean, Wayne's World, they had a resurrection.
Yeah.
They did really well in the 80s until Freddie Mercury passed away.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm going to stick with that. I'm going to stick with
Queen?
Queen.
You're going to stick with Queen? Okay.
Yep.
So number 10, though, over the last 40 years, mainstream rock, we've got Metallica.
Oh, shit. It is Metallica.
Yep.
Wow.
And this ought to tell you how high the fucking bar is to get on this list.
So let's think about it this way, though, too. How many songs on the Metallica records were actually radio plays? Like, a lot of their songs were either too long for radio or too heavy for radio.
I think one was the first song that they had that actually made mainstream rock stations.
Yeah, because a lot of people, like, who weren't, or even people who were, like, okay Metallica fans or whatever, were just like, oh, no, another 15-minute Metallica song. So,
I mean, I have yet to come across a Metallica fan that was like that other than you. But
wow.
You're also, and this is not a jab at you, this is just to show where you are in the Metallica fandom.
Yeah.
You're also a really big fan, though, of, like, Load and Reload.
Yeah.
And which I also like Load and Reload, but I'm also one of the weird ones where I love the entire calendar, with the exception of Saint Anger. Catalog. The entire Metallica catalog, with the exception of Saint Anger, I absolutely love.
Okay.
So, but that just shows right there.
Yeah, right. Metallica's
Exactly
that low. Jesus.
But that just shows. That shows right there. Billboard's like, we have high fucking standards. All right.
Well, I don't know, because I could probably guess that there's going to be some bands on here that we're going to be like, why?
I mean, we are the arena of Audacity for a reason.
All right.
So, number 9, who do you think has outdone Metallica over the last 40 years?
Oh, number 9. I don't know. Would that be maybe somebody more modern? Maybe like a Fall Out Boy?
A Fall Out Boy?
Yeah.
That's bold of you, sir.
Okay.
Number 9, Foo Fighters.
Wow. See, but more modern.
Modern.
Yeah.
And you also had the right letter. You started with the right letter. Now, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
I remember number 1. I don't remember the rest of this list.
I don't recall this list at all. So
That's good.
But to me, Foo Fighters I thought would have been higher because Dave Grohl made that deal with the devil.
He did. Led Zeppelin, Queen, Guns N' Roses, Aerosmith, U2, Motley Crue. Keep those in mind. I would just say, though, in all fairness, now Led Zeppelin gets played way too fucking much, especially in Sacramento radio. Their career really kind of petered out as far as mainstream around, I think, the late 70s. So, I mean, they had a lot of attention in the 80s, but they kind of split off into their own thing at that point. Journey, good guess. But number 7, though.
Okay.
Who, in the last 40 years, do you think has had more top-rated mainstream rock songs in mainstream radio
Oh Christ! I mean, the freaking 10 and 9 already threw me off. This list is already out of whack for me. So
way out. AC/DC and Pink Floyd. Pink Floyd very similar, but AC/DC was huge for decades.
Yeah. Oh.
Verbal vomit of rock artists. Nice. Number 8. Who do you think? Higher, more than Foo Fighters and Metallica.
I'm gonna say U2.
U2?
U2.
Oh man. All right. So let's look at number 8.
They gotta be like around there. Seether. How? Seether had like 3 hits on the radio.
Apparently not. And now this is the thing. Seether I use as an example of one of those bands that has had like a sneakily long and successful career. They first hit the radios, I think, in 1996 or 97.
Oh, okay. That was before I actually started to listen to this genre. So
yeah. So, but they sounded nothing like they do now. But they've also changed themselves. They've done a Papa Roach.
They're a Linkin Park.
Well, Linkin Park, I feel like, is like Linkin Park found their lane and really just hammered home on that lane.
Okay.
I would compare them more to like a Metallica or Papa Roach, where every album they sort of rediscover themselves.
Okay.
And I really enjoy that from especially rock artists that find new things about them. So I'm not angry about this, but I'm confused as fuck. All right, I like Seether. Seether's a good band. Seether does a cover of Finch's Black Honey that is absolutely amazing. After this podcast, I suggest everybody listening right now to go check that out. It's fucking amazing. But who do you think is number 7 on this list?
I mean, it's up in the air now. So
yeah, give me a guess though.
I don't know. Smashing Pumpkins.
Smashing Pumpkins.
There's gonna be 2 S's in a row though. So
I mean,
I don't know.
Let's also be real with ourselves. Smashing Pumpkins was popular from like 92 to 96.
I mean, they still got a lot of radio play.
That's fair. All right, number 7 on the Billboard Top 10 is Five Finger Death Punch.
Okay, come on.
Five Finger Death Punch.
This list is going off the rails already.
Already off the rails.
I don't.
Metallica should have told us. Metallica could have gone in one of 2 directions. Right. It was like Metallica and then Foo Fighters, and you're just like, oh, fuck. Yeah, no, we're really dealing with the cream of the crop here.
All right, Five Finger Death Punch.
Five Finger fucking Death Punch. I have nothing positive to say about Five Finger Death Punch. I was a huge Five Finger Death Punch fan for the longest time. Until, and he's not watching right now, but I think he would enjoy this. Chris Miller, one time, in the back room at AT&T, I had him listen to a song, and he just sort of took the headphones off halfway through and went, I don't know, man, it just sounds like a bunch of white guys whining. It completely fucked up my perspective of Five Finger Death Punch. I was like, motherfucker. I looked at him and was like, am I just a white guy whining right now? He's like, yeah, you are. I was like, fuck. He's like, you gotta find new music.
Oh, C. Mills.
Yep. Yeah. Then Disturbed should be on.
Right? Disturbed has got to be coming up.
So let's look. So I don't. Do you even want to give a guess?
No, I'm done with guessing now because this has gone off the rails.
Okay, hold on. Let me grab a Halls.
Stop it. We're not being sponsored by Halls.
We're not sponsored by Halls at all. There's no paid promotion. However, Halls, if you do want to, who owns you, Halls?
Product placement, sir.
Who owns?
No,
you?
I didn't mean to put it.
You're not saying better product placement. You're saying too much product placement.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
whatever.
Yes.
Let me get this lozenge in my mouth real quick. All right. ASMR. All right. So number 6 on this list that we no longer can predict, we have Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers.
Really?
This actually makes sense to me. He got popular like what, mid to late 70s, and he was king of rock and roll for the next 20 some odd years. He was still in, I'd say, the public limelight.
Okay.
Until his death.
Okay. All right.
This makes sense to me. Tom Petty at number 6 makes sense.
Oh, all right. Yeah.
7 through 10 are still confusing. Would you like to give a guess?
No. No, we're gonna get through this list now because I'm already over it.
Angry? You're already angry at it? Good. Feel the hate. Number five.
What's 5?
Disturbed.
All right.
Monica with the guess.
I mean, Disturbed has been around for a while.
They have. And in terms of mainstream rock and roll, they get a lot of airplay, especially with Ooh Wah Ah Ah.
Yeah.
I don't know the name of the song.
Down with the Sickness?
Sure.
I mean, that's definitely what it's called.
Okay. That's fair. I mean, you were also a huge Disturbed fan.
Yes. And I don't understand how people are like, oh my God, he has such a great voice when they listen to The Sound of Silence. And they're like, oh my God, I didn't know he can get to this range. Did you not listen to Remember? Like that song, he already showed his range.
They haven't.
The song is called fucking Remember. So you're not remembering his range. Anyways, I digress.
And yes, Monica, you should look up Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. He has many more songs other than Free Fallin'. Last Dance with Mary Jane, I think, was like the most played song between like 1990 and 1994 because everybody was smoking weed.
But yeah, with Disturbed, I'm sorry to cut you off there.
You're fine.
With Disturbed, like that whole Believe album, I think every track on there got to play on the radio. So
probably.
Let's not joke. I'm not CPR certified.
Good. All right. I have to call 911. Sweet. This will be the last argument of Audacity. Yeah, I mean, they were one of those bands. They were one of the first bands I remember that just had single after single coming off of their albums.
Yeah.
So this Disturbed also makes some sense to me, especially considering the last 20 plus years of their career, they got played a fuck ton.
All right, so I'm not trying to be a fan or whatnot, but if Creed isn't on this list,
oh shit,
it's gonna be a problem because they got a lot of radio play.
They had a short career though.
It doesn't matter. Like both of their albums went like multi-platinum.
Yes. But in that logic, would you also be angry if Nickelback isn't on here?
First off, you know Nickelback is going to be on here because I don't know how Chad Kroeger does it, but him and Dave Grohl made the same deal with the devil.
Oh my God. All right, so let's go. We got number 4.
Yep.
Is Van Halen.
Van Hagar?
I mean, technically speaking, they never changed their name when they got rid of David Lee Roth. So, Van Halen.
All right. I mean, yeah.
Also makes sense.
Yeah, makes sense.
I mean, he did introduce the world to musical masturbation as far as songwriting techniques. Yeah. But, credit where credit's due, they get a lot of airtime. Mm-hmm. Especially if you live in Sacramento. My God, they get a lot of fucking airtime. All right. Moving on. Now we're in the top 3.
Okay.
We're in the top 3.
I'm guessing Guns N' Roses is in one of these 3.
All right.
That'll be my guess. Guns N' Roses and Creed, and then maybe Nickelback.
Okay.
Let's see.
Creed, Guns N' Roses, Nickelback.
Not in that exact order. Somewhere in there. Let's see what happens.
All right. Number 3, after Van Halen, is 3 Days Grace.
Oh, wow. And I'm obviously terribly wrong. 3 Days Grace is in there over one of those 3.
Yeah.
All right.
Also, and Monica makes a good point, over Red Hot Chili Peppers.
That's a damn good point.
Yeah, Chili Pepper in this. And they've
been playing in their underwear since the 80s.
Yeah. I love watching videos of them from like 1983 Carson, where it's like they're just shirtless and just kids just being like, "What's up?"
Yeah.
All right. So,
okay.
3 Days Grace. Now, I personally played I Hate Everything About You probably 1,000 times.
Now, I'm not gonna lie. They had probably a good 5 tracks that I'm aware of that are high radio play. Yeah. And yes, back when you can play on, God, what was that? It was on, I think, the Dreamcast. Was it the Dreamcast or was it the Xbox? Well, either one.
Oh, when you could do like the music video type.
Do the custom music in your
Xbox,
game.
Xbox.
And then I was playing 2K, the football game, when 2K was still allowed to do football.
Oh, okay.
And you can put all the music around your stadium. So like, when the stadium's playing music, after you make a first down, huddle time and whatnot. Yeah. So we had a good lineup, and yes, 3 Days Grace was in there with I Hate Everything About You. I think after we either made a first down or made a touchdown. So just to rub it in.
Yeah, and it was fantastic, and those are the good old days. And somehow 3 Days Grace is on this list at number 3.
I don't know.
Number 2, we're gonna move on from that. Number 2, the top 10 mainstream rock artists of the last 40 years, or in Billboard's mindset, greatest of all time. Number 2, Godsmack.
Okay. Oh, you know what? I gotta give it to him. I wouldn't think they would be number 2. I thought they would be number 10, and Metallica would be number 2.
Yeah, right.
Like maybe they did this list backwards. Maybe they went from the bottom down and said Metallica's number 1 instead. I don't know. Who knows?
If this was backwards, it would actually make sense, especially when you got the Five Finger Death Punch, because there's a lot of like Midwestern, like angsty ass teens that listen to Ivan Moody and go, "Yes, he is me."
So yeah, I mean, but Godsmack got a lot of mainstream attention because I Stand Alone and the Scorpion King.
Yeah.
So
they were also the definition of like early 2000s mainstream butt rock.
Yeah.
It was like, here the fuck is Godsmack with the blandest music, most radio friendly music we can play. Mm-hmm. And their new stuff is actually really good. I bought their last album. It's really good, but they also found a new sound.
Yeah.
And I really enjoyed it. But number 1, do you want to give a guess?
Oh, buckle up.
With everything we have seen,
I mean, it's got to be Nickelback. If Godsmack's number 2, number 1's got to be Nickelback.
I will say I actually remember number 1.
Okay.
I'm going to give you a hint. It's not Nickelback.
Wow.
Because just remember when Quad decided that they would stop playing Nickelback? Now, Quad, where's my Iron Maiden then? Man, Iron Maiden doesn't get played on the radio. Maybe not in Sacramento or maybe elsewhere, but I don't really hear them a lot. Black Sabbath? That's a good point. I mean, where's Motley Crue?
Yeah.
Crue gets played all the fucking time.
Yeah.
Poison. All kinds of other butt rock. Just remember, though, with Nickelback, Quad stopped playing them.
Yeah.
Quad was owned by a major corporation.
Yeah.
So if Quad decided to stop playing them, that means that corporation decided to stop playing them. So Nickelback not in there.
Okay.
I'm also gonna give you another hint. And you're gonna want to rage quit.
All right.
You can't. We still have another half hour.
Let me just get myself ready here.
Creed is also not number 1.
Wow.
Yep.
So, Linkin Park?
Your guess was Linkin Park?
Yeah. Let's run with that.
All right.
Oh God, here we go.
We're gonna be dramatic about this.
Here we go, chat. It's about to get really, really.
Counting down from number 10.
Oh God. Why
of
are
the greatest of all time mainstream rock artists according to Billboard's top 40 charts. We have number 10, Metallica. Number 9, Foo Fighters. Number 8, Seether. Number 7, somehow, Five Finger Death Punch. Number 6, Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. Number 5, Disturbed. Number 4, Van Halen. Number 3, 3 Days Grace. Number 2, Godsmack. And at number 1,
is it Tool?
we have Shinedown.
Shinedown.
Shinedown is your number 1 greatest of all time mainstream rock artist of the last 40 fucking years.
This list has got to be backwards.
Billboard.
This list has got to be backwards.
Nope, I have the Wikipedia stats to prove it.
Shinedown?
Yep. This is what bothers me. This is what really, really bothers me. So for those that weren't here at the beginning, we talked about...
So maybe 3 hits?
Shinedown?
That played on the radio.
Not according to Billboard.
Okay, all right.
So the top 10, with the exception of Seether, all are in the top, 15 artists with the top number one songs on Billboard. So these are all artists that have had songs that have hit number one on Billboards. All right. Tied at 8th, we have Volbeat, Seether, Nickelback, and Linkin Park with 8.
And only Seether made it?
And only Seether made it. They had more number one albums.
Seether had more number one albums than the
Or
others?
they had higher rated albums and other songs. It's all like an average.
I don't.
Next with 9 is Aerosmith.
How did Aerosmith not make the list?
Only 9 number one songs.
Oh, God.
With 10... Oh, I didn't think that's... Simple Man. I know it's not the original, but fantastic song. I actually recited Simple Man in my speech and debate class for extra credit, which is what gave me a passing grade. With 10 number one songs on this list, we have Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, Metallica, Foo Fighters, Five Finger Death Punch, and Disturbed. All have had 10 number one songs.
Okay.
With 11, Godsmack. With
11?
11 number one songs.
That's like their whole catalog.
They've had a lot of albums.
I know.
Van Halen had 13. 3 Days Grace has had 15 number one songs.
From who?
I don't know 15 3 Days Grace songs.
Right?
Like that's the confusing part for me is I couldn't recite 15 3 Days Grace songs.
And I've become home. I hate everything about.
I mean, we can try getting in there. I can look at their Wikipedia here in a minute, but Shine
It's
Down.
never too late at 3 Days Grace, huh?
Yeah, it is.
So
You know what? That makes sense. From like 2008 to like 2015, they just pumped out songs. All right. Shine Down
Yeah.
had 16 number one songs.
Now, okay. Shine Down. 16 though?
16. I'm trying to find a list of them.
I don't
I'm going to find these and we're going to know like 3.
like. I don't know. Yeah,
It doesn't make sense.
And
Does
I don't want to dwell too much on this list, but Jesus, it's just
Yeah.
wow.
So here's the thing. They also have put out other lists. And the artists with the most charted songs. So the most songs that have made it onto the chart. This list makes absolute sense.
Okay.
Okay. Starting with REM has had 35 songs chart.
Okay.
Rolling Stones, 36. Metallica, 38. Rush with 42.
Okay.
Aerosmith with 44.
Yeah.
Pearl Jam with 45.
Jesus, Pearl Jam's not on this list.
John fucking Cougar Mellencamp with 46.
Soundgarden is not on this list.
Soundgarden's not on this list. Van Halen with 47. And U2 with 50. As much as I hate U2,
Well, U2 was. I mean, Bono was the greatest number 2 ever.
greatest number 2 ever, but he couldn't even get on the list. Now, here's going to be my favorite one. I almost made a list for this just so we could put it on there. But songs with the most weeks on the chart. This list is hilarious.
Okay.
Starting with, at 52 weeks, it is a 4-way tie.
So a full year.
For a full year. And I completely forgot about this song. Life is Beautiful by 6 a.m.
Jesus.
Right? At
Full year.
a full year. But it makes sense because that song was absolutely astronomically huge when it came out.
Yeah.
Also tied at 52, Remedy by Seether.
Okay.
Paralyzer by Finger 11.
Their only hit.
They've had 2. They're not a one-hit wonder. They used to be acoustic.
That Paralyzer was a 52-week number 1.
52-week number 1. I, to this day, can't listen to that song.
Because I was on the radio too damn much.
For 52 weeks. And my job had me driving, I think, something like 80 some odd miles a day at that point, and that's all I listened to was trash show radio. I started listening to talk radio in other languages just to clean my palate during the day. And then last one tied at 52 weeks was Wasteland by 10 Years.
Wasteland.
I know the name. I can't sing it to you, though. All right, so tied at 53 weeks. There's two tied at 53 weeks. Awake by Godsmack.
Okay.
And Loser by Three Doors Down.
Wow. Loser had a longer reign than Kryptonite?
Yeah, well, Kryptonite was their first single. Loser was like the sophomore, we're going to punch you in the face.
Yeah, well, I mean, Loser tied right into that emo grunge phase that,
Yeah, I'm going to need you to take that back. It's called Post-Grunge, and it was beautiful, and Three Doors Down was amazing.
Okay, all right.
55 weeks. Oh, man. Get your Axe body spray ready, ladies and gentlemen. Headstrong by Trapped.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. Yep.
Yeah, that's the anthem of going down to Santa Barbara.
Oh, my God. Putting it down, putting it down, putting it down. How about Beck? Not on here. Or The Police, which is shocking. I love The Police. But then again, let's also be real with ourselves. The Police had like 2 albums. Everything else was like avant-garde weird shit.
I mean, but was it really The Police or was it just Sting?
Sting.
Yeah.
But Sting is The Police.
Yeah.
Much like Huey Lewis is the news.
Yeah.
But we don't disrespect the news.
Oh, okay.
Tied at 56 weeks. Tied at 56 weeks, we had Hemorrhage in My Hands by Fuel.
Okay.
Which, not a bad song.
Yeah.
I could listen to it. This one is hilarious to me. And my wife is going to love this. I don't know if she's actually watching or not right now. Cold by Crossfade.
Oh, shit. I mean, it's a good song, but 52 weeks?
56 weeks.
56 weeks?
At number 1.
Holy shit.
This is
I can
also,
just see that trucker hat.
This is also just how much bullshit Billboard's Top 40 is that the Crossfade had probably millions of dollars from some record company that were just like, you're going to be the next biggest band ever. Mm-hmm. And then they actually listened to the album. They were like, well, fuck, we got to make our money back somehow. Yeah. But the number 1 song that has had more weeks on as the number 1 song, or wait, hold on, spent on the mainstream rock chart, 62 weeks.
Okay.
Do you even want to wager a guess at either the song or the artist?
62 weeks.
Coldplay? Ew. Monica? Ew. Have you ever been so sad that Coldplay made sense?
No.
Neither have I. Yeah.
Just hit it with us. Hit it.
It's 62 weeks. The song that has spent more time on the mainstream rock charts, album, or whatever chart, than any other song ever. So Cold by Breaking Benjamin.
Wow. No, you know what? I can see that.
That makes sense.
I can see that makes sense because that song was out and played. People were making this is when the wave of making music videos towards anime or games was starting to just hit YouTube, and you had everybody was like, oh, I'm gonna turn this into that video. So yeah, I can see that.
So, and this may actually make the first list make more sense. The number 1, so artists with the most cumulative weeks at number 1 with 85 total, 3 Days Grace. 3 Days Grace. I almost said 3 Doors Grace, and
because there was 3 Doors Down and 3 Days Grace.
Exactly. Which 3 are we going with? Shinedown had 74 weeks and Disturbed at 54, so that makes sense. I mean, when you look at the data in a bucket, it makes sense. When you apply logic, what the fuck, Billboard?
Yeah.
You fucked up radio. All right, so we're moving on from that, though.
Oh.
So there it is. Take your screenshots. Take a look at it. Be angry with us.
I mean, you don't have to screenshot it. It's on Billboard stuff.
It is.
That's
not what I'm looking for. Fuck that.
Already messing up.
Wait, no. you.
There we go.
Gone.
All
Hey,
right.
all right.
We made it. Technology.
So which one do we want to do? So we've got about 15 minutes.
Okay.
So maybe this one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So we're
Because
gonna
the other one is probably going to be a fight.
Oh yeah. Well, and it's also this one. I think if we just did top these instead of it also doing this, I think it'd be more
See, I
interesting.
looked at that, and that list had like 50 of it.
Oh no! Out of this list.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, out of this list, because I think this is a pretty comprehensive list right here.
Gotcha.
All right. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna make it a list of our own because Billboard aren't the only ones that can be audacious. So can we.
Ugh.
In our list today, we are listing out the top adult cartoons.
Welcome back to the Audacity.
Welcome back to the Audacity, and welcome back to the Nerd. So, as always, with our tiers, we go from S to A to B to C to D. S being greatest of all time, can't be replaced. Gonna need another launch. Can't be replaced.
Apparently need a nap.
Don't know what we would do with our lives without it. That's the S class. Halls. A is absolutely wonderful. Don't want it to go away. B is take it or leave it. C is take it or leave it, but probably leave it. And D is, my God, you were the Aquaman of cartoons. All right. Starting this off, American Dad.
Yeah.
Where do you think?
I mean, this is by far my most loved Seth MacFarlane show.
Really?
Yes. I don't watch Family Guy anymore. So for me, back when Family Guy first came out, I didn't like it.
Okay.
And then I went back and watched it again a little bit later on. It kind of grew on me. There's still some instances in the first few seasons that I don't like in Family Guy, just with the repetitive jokes and whatnot. But,
Which was part of the jokes.
yeah. So season 1 up to maybe season 4 of Family Guy, I can watch and enjoy. After that, can't do it. It's just, yeah.
So where would you put American Dad? Obviously, this is going to be B and above, I'm assuming.
Yeah, so me with American Dad, that'll probably, I would say that's a strong A for me.
Strong A?
Yeah, not an S. My wife will probably tell me that it's an S for me, but no, it's an A. It's an A.
I'm going to agree with that. I do enjoy me some Family Guy.
South Park #1. Oh God.
It is one of those, like, I don't want it to go away. It is very well put together.
Yes, and I'm mad that Cartoon Network or Adult Swim took it out of the late night block.
Did they?
At a reasonable time. So they used to be like,
Well, at a reasonable time.
you used to be able to catch it. It had its little hour or 2 hour block, and then they reran that later on in the night. So like when I went to bed or go to bed at like 11, I'm catching the second chance of that block.
That's fair.
They don't do the second chance block anymore. It's just you either watch it at 6 or 9, or you don't watch it at all now.
That's fair. Fair. All right, what's this one? I can't read it.
That's Aqua Team Hunger Force.
Ooh.
And you can I already know how I feel about that one. I don't care for that show, so
I don't either. I think it's better than Aquaman, but I mean, it can go. I'm gonna put it at a C. Like, I tried getting into it, and I know there was a huge thing for a while.
Yeah.
But I can't.
Gotcha.
This one.
Oh, I mean, we already know where that's gonna go.
Yep, right to S.
Yeah.
Archer.
By far.
Possibly. And now, Monica, you say South Park is #1, and I'm not gonna fight you on that. But I am gonna say that if it is #1, it shares it with Archer. Because Archer is probably one of the most well put together adult cartoons of all time.
Yes.
Probably one of the better well put together shows of the last 30 years. Like, it's not going to be able to compete with your Cheers, and to some people, I guess, Friends. But it's up there.
Now I'm happy that he's finally. Have you watched the last season?
I did.
Okay, so I'm happy that he's finally out of the coma.
Yeah.
The coma seasons weren't the best. Like, they were still good, but they weren't like epically good. But yeah,
That's fair. And with the actress who voices his mom dying, though, that's gonna be rough when they write that into the to the seasons.
did she die?
She
I know
did.
Woodhouse died.
She did, both of them. Yeah, she died earlier this year. R.I.P. Beavis and Butthead.
Yes.
Oh man, we're going old school on this one. I did not think and have never viewed Beavis and Butthead as an adult comedy.
Huh.
Or adult cartoon.
I always did because it was on MTV late night. I never really got into Beavis and Butthead. Wasn't my thing. Wasn't my jam.
Same.
So to me, it would probably be at a C level.
I think we have to take in historical context, though. If it wasn't for Beavis and Butthead, we would not have basically Seth MacFarlane's entire career.
Okay.
So I would put it, if we're talking historical significance, I'd put it at an A. But if we're taking in our own personal opinions, I'd put it at a B.
I would say personal opinions on this list. Let's not get too caught up
historical.
into it. Yeah.
Okay, because I'm not going to lie. There's a couple on here that I haven't actually watched. But we'll put it as a B.
Okay.
Next one, Big Mouth.
Hilarious.
Fucking hilarious. This is also, I'm never going to have the talk with my kids. I'm just going to make them watch Big Mouth.
Oh, God. Yeah. So that to me is an A.
Yeah.
It kind of borderlines that S, but I don't think it's there yet.
Oh, no. They're getting a spinoff, though, that apparently is following a human resources department.
Oh, God.
Which I think is going to be fucking hilarious. But I also think it may just be in response because they got a lot of backlash for what actors were voicing what characters. So,
yeah.
Regardless.
But they made fun of it in the last season, too.
They did. Also, the code switching episode taught me the term code switching. I didn't know that was what it was. What's this one?
Bleach.
Didn't watch it.
Yeah, had we could put it at a B or a C.
Yeah, I'm taking your word on this one. I've never seen the show.
Yeah.
So this is a take or leave it.
Okay.
It can go either way.
Perfect.
Bob's Burgers.
That's more on you. I've just started to. I really haven't watched that one. So
I would put I'm not obsessed with Bob's Burgers. However, I have never disliked an episode of Bob's Burgers. I'm willing to put that in an A.
Okay.
Yeah, this is going to
We're
A for
running
me.
with yours, yeah.
BoJack Horseman. You ever watch that?
Nope.
Neither have I. For that alone.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've heard that it's amazing.
Yeah.
But I also have heard that it is akin to Deer Hunter and how it makes you feel by the end of the movie.
Oh no. Not Deer Hunter.
Yeah. So I want to watch it, but I'm afraid.
Russian roulette.
I'm going to have to call my therapist, make sure she's got time open. I'm going to be going in and be like, yeah, I watched BoJack Horseman and then it made me watch Scrubs and now I'm sad. Daria. You ever watch it?
No. Never got into it.
Daria.
Oh.
Daria was my spirit animal growing up.
Okay.
But
so we'll take your word for this one then.
The thing is, though, she doesn't hold up to the Sands of Time.
Ah, okay.
So I'm going to put her at a B.
Gotcha.
Okay, this one I'm going to argue with you on.
Oh, God.
This is not an adult cartoon to me.
It's the same thing like Bleach. So they put Bleach, DBZ, and Naruto all in One Piece. All in here. Yeah. Because technically, because of the ratings of those shows, like Bleach could be TVMA if it's uncut.
Oh, for real?
Same thing with DBZ if it's uncut. And Naruto handles with a lot of, or they have some not adult type things, but there's a lot of people who die in that series. And they don't go, oh, they went to the next dimension. No, it's like, oh, no, they died.
So DBZ, I always put it in historical context with, it came out in the 90s, at least for us.
Yeah.
Hit America in the 90s. That was the ECW years. Like, with the exception of Krillin getting his head cut off, there's nothing R about that. That is the most PG-13 ass anime you could have had.
Yes, because you watched all the
no, even uncut. Even uncut. I would say with everyone getting shot, you getting maimed, and whatever. Yeah. With the exception of Krillin getting his head cut off. Everything else was PG-13 for the 90s.
Okay.
Dang, all of those animes, my opinion, should be at the top. Love Naruto and Bleach. Hey, I'm not gonna lie.
There we go, Monica. I was gonna say the same thing, but
I've never seen Naruto or Bleach.
Naruto and Dragon Ball are god level animes. They are
Really?
Yes, they are top tier.
Naruto to me was always that like cringe anime because I saw there was an episode on MTV where they would like pair people up with like professionals, and this kid wanted to be a rock singer, and he was like anime nerd, and
okay, you're talking about the MTV show. Got it.
Made.
Gotcha.
And he was super into Naruto, and I was like, I'd never seen it up to that point. So to me, Naruto was just that nerdy thing that nerds nerded out to when they needed a nerd, and it was kind of cringe.
No, nah. It has a lot of life lessons in that show, and like I said,
Like Avatar: The Last Airbender.
A lot of people dying. Nobody dies in Avatar.
Yeah, they do. So
Nobody of meaning dies in Avatar.
Shut your mouth. Dragon Ball Z. I would put Dragon Ball Z as an A.
Oh, okay, all right. Look, if you're gonna do Dragon Ball as an A, I'm gonna fight you on Naruto being an S. One of them has to be an S.
I'm taking your word for it. I've never watched Naruto. And let's skip to that. Let's skip to that because we have 3 animes in a row right here in the middle.
Okay.
Naruto, you're saying is an S.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Fair enough. One Piece.
So I've never watched One Piece.
Oh, well, there we go.
Because there's 850 episodes and counting on One Piece.
Jesus Christ.
Too many episodes of One Piece. I'm not getting into it. No.
Sorry to everybody watching, but that goes D class considering that neither one of us have watched it. One Punch Man.
Great anime. Not top tier. I would put it at a B.
B?
Yeah.
Fair enough. And now we get into the things that we can talk about.
Jesus.
Family Guy. Oh, who's commenting?
They should all be. Monica backing up her statements and facts.
Yeah, let's see. Oh, wow. I mean, if One Piece is 850 plus, I'm probably never going to get to it. But I will, you know what? I will make a pledge now that much like the Snyder Cut, I will eventually watch Naruto.
I mean, we can do it. I got, it's on
Hulu, I think.
Yeah, it's on Hulu. But you gotta, okay, so if you're going to watch Naruto, you have to go off of the watch list. You cannot watch every episode because there are some fillers in there that don't mean anything.
Oh.
So.
Give me the list then.
Yeah.
Give me the list. And then we'll make an entire episode about my reaction to Naruto and how I'm going to piss people off because I probably won't like it. Family Guy.
Either that or we can just do some Patreon first time watches. Yeah.
Fuck. Yeah, we've had enough episodes now. We can start a Patreon.
Yeah. Because I can watch with you and you can see your reaction. Yeah.
That's a good point.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways.
All right. Family Guy.
We already talked about how I don't believe it's as good as American Dad.
And see, this is the thing, though, is that when it was good, it was the best. When
it was good, American Dad didn't exist.
That's fair.
So I think that he took what he was doing great with Family Guy and put it on American Dad, and probably just let Family Guy run itself, and it kind of just degraded over the years.
That's a lot of speculation, but it's fair. So, would you put it? How high would you put it?
Because it wasn't like you said, when it was good, it was one of the best. Mm-hmm. So it's not C tier. I would say it still needs to be below American Dad, so it has to be a B tier.
You know what? Based off of that, I'll put it a B tier. Futurama.
Hunter by Hunter. Okay, yeah, it's a good show too.
Oh, is that what X means? Hunter by Hunter?
No,
I thought it was Hunter x Hunter.
I'm sorry. Is that on this list?
Oh, no. I thought you were looking at a comment.
No. Yeah, I was.
Okay.
But yeah, Hunter x Hunter or whatever.
Futurama.
Yeah.
To me, this is S class.
Yes.
Yeah. There's no argument there.
Yes.
One of my favorite of all time. King of the Hill.
I've only seen maybe 10 episodes of King of the Hill.
So this is on me.
It's not my demographic.
King of the Hill, and this is what makes me sad that I don't think my wife is on the comments right now. She absolutely abhors King of the Hill. She thinks it's racist, and I think she's taking things a little too far. Just because Peggy Hill taught me that escúchame means excuse me instead of listen doesn't mean anything.
Okay.
And I missed that shot. This is an A tier. I'm not going to put it as S.
A tier.
This is an A tier cartoon.
Okay. Well, so let's go back to your other
A tiers.
So you said Daria was your spirit animal, but doesn't hold up to the test of time. Does King of the Hill hold up to the test of time?
Now, I rewatched King of the Hill last year.
Okay.
I think so.
Okay. All right.
In my opinion, King of the Hill, it stands up to the test of time.
So it's better than Beavis and Butthead, his original.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's better than Family Guy.
Okay. Fair enough. As long as you can make those arguments, sir.
Yeah. Now,
Rick and Morty.
Now,
see, this is the funny thing, because I just started watching Rick and Morty this year. I caught up to season 3. Season 4 just hit HBO Max, so I'm going to be watching that this weekend. It is a hilarious show.
It is a hilarious show. It is. Here's the thing, and I don't know what point you're trying to get to next. It is a pseudo-intellectualist show. So it's like right up my alley. Mm-hmm. I believe I know a lot of shit. Actual smart people look at this and just sort of shrug. But those of us that are like, we know a lot about some weird ass stuff, fucking love this show.
Yeah.
With that, man, Monica's going to hate me on this one. I'd actually say Rick and Morty is an A. I love Rick and Morty, and I think what Rick and Morty is doing to the TV landscape is going to be amazing.
Okay.
But their overarching general fan base, of which I count myself a part of, is some of the most annoying fucking people. The Reddit community, Flo said this the other day, Reddit is toxic. And she's 100% correct.
Reddit has always been toxic. How do you not know that?
Reddit wasn't always toxic.
Always. Since day one. Reddit has been toxic.
That was 4chan.
No. So 4chan is just the elitist toxic. She's toxic. Reddit has been toxic.
I see. I viewed Reddit. I viewed it differently.
Because you were just on the meme side of Reddit.
Yeah, and that was Reddit.
You didn't get to the actual like conversational pieces and comments and people trying to tear down everybody's dreams of Reddit. That's what Reddit is. Reddit is, I'm going to go and make my opinion try to be fact. It's the Wikipedia of comment boards.
It's fair. That's fair. Hold on. What did she say about King of the Hill? It's supposed to be like that. I mean, humor-wise, yeah, I want to say King of the Hill was it was social commentary of Hank is supposed to represent somebody who no longer exists in the American lexicon. And the neighborhood they live in was supposed to, in the world he exists in, is supposed to just show the changing of society and how somebody should internalize those changes and change themselves, which is something that he does, in my opinion. Now, in my wife's opinion, he's a racist, his wife's a racist, their neighbors are racist, and nobody should ever watch that show. She's wrong.
Jesus Christ.
So Rick and Morty, though, where would you put Rick and Morty?
I think, and I'm sorry, Monica, I think Rick and Morty right now is A tier. It hasn't fulfilled the godlike status yet, although they did successfully bring back Szechuan sauce.
They did. Oh my God, they did.
Off of 15 minutes of their episode.
That is true. They affected popular culture.
So, I don't know. That alone almost makes it S tier worthy. Because you not only did you affect pop culture, you affected the biggest fast food restaurant on the planet. Yeah. So.
Oh, I may give it S class for that. That is right. I totally forgot about that.
Like, we couldn't get a McRib back, but you brought back Szechuan sauce.
It's because they always plan on bringing the McRib back. By the way, have you ever had a McRib?
No. So I had it back in the past, and it was delicious in my mind. Oh my God, and then when it came back, and I had one, and I was like, "This is hot garbage." I took one bite and threw it away. I broke my no fast food rule. I was like, I'm gonna go get me a McRib because I'm gonna enjoy it like I did in the past, and it was just terrible hot garbage.
Oh my god, I had a McRib probably 8 years ago, and every time they come back, I will look at Janelle and be like, I'm gonna go get a McRib, and she goes, if you get a McRib, I'm walking. She's like, we're done. If you get a McRib, I'm out. Like that, and I'm like, so that's where you draw the line, McRib. She goes, McRib is where I draw the line. I was like, fuck, all right, fair enough. I will not get a McRib. It was delicious when I had it the last time. But I've seen, I got a meat grinder for Christmas. I think I told you that.
Yeah.
And there is a recipe about how to grind your own McRib meat and how to make your own like rib patty. So
with the pink goo and all.
So it's only pink, sir.
Stop. We don't got the time.
So Rick and Morty, we're going to put Rick and Morty A-class. You know what, though? Season 4 is actually really good. I think I don't want to overhype it.
Yeah.
I think you're going to really enjoy it. I think season 2, they came into their own. Mm-hmm. Season 3, I don't like it. It didn't feel like it took. And then season 4, Dan Harmon just hit the fucking ground running. But it is an A-class for me. All right. Robot Chicken is not a cartoon.
It's a stop motion cartoon.
Stop motion is not a cartoon, sir.
Wow. So Rudolph,
not a cartoon. It's claymation. Stop motion.
Oh my god.
Regardless, I would put Robot Chicken as a B at the highest.
Yeah.
It's fun, but it doesn't.
It's just Seth trying to push the envelope.
Yeah.
As much as he can.
Yeah, which I appreciate, but I'm not gonna give two shits. All right, South Park.
South Park has kind of fallen off for me. Like, it's been there. It was great. And then I just stopped watching it because it's kind of, are you going all the way up to the top with it?
Yeah.
You're saying South Park is an S tier?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. I'm not going to let go of this. This is like chess. I'm not taking my finger off.
Wow.
South Park is an S tier for me.
Really?
South Park fundamentally changed who I am.
Wow.
Yeah. The early days of South Park. Now, South Park has had, in my opinion, 3 iterations. They are in their 3rd act right now.
Their terrible act? The hate.
I'm going to talk to the camera.
I just felt the hate.
I'm going to talk to the camera. Talking to the camera. Whew. First act was the, oh my God, Kenny is dead, you bastard acts. And that was where they just wanted to shock people. Mm-hmm. Second act was what gave us the Make Love Not Warcraft era.
Yeah.
And they were poignant and they were hitting on all cylinders. This 3rd act, they are so culturally relevant that when they put out an episode, everybody writes reviews, everybody watches, everybody breaks down how this is going to affect us as a society.
So, yes, I would say that happened 2 years ago, 3 years ago. They haven't been on that cusp.
Their
lately.
COVID episode back in like October. I haven't watched it yet. I haven't watched it.
Like every other episode that came out that was like that, I was watching them. But even last season, I mean,
with Tegrity Farms.
Oh God, maybe I didn't watch last season. So the season before that, man, with
PC Principal
and the ad, and how his daughter was an ad.
Yeah. Well, what about the episode with the Redskins, where they got I mean, it's like they do poignant shit.
So like I said, about 2 or 3 years ago, yes, I haven't even watched it. I didn't even know there was another season.
So where would you put them? You're clearly saying not an S.
Not an S to me. An A definitely, but not an S. Like they're just. I feel like that. They're just doing the show to do the show now.
Oh, they are.
So it's not.
That's the other thing that's brilliant about this show. Trey Parker and Matt Stone have come out publicly and said, we're only doing this because they're paying us. And they keep giving them... Comedy Central keeps asking how much to get another episode. And they keep giving them an astronomical amount of money that they think they're never going to pay. And they fucking pay it. So they just do it because of that.
Yeah.
All right, we'll put this at an A.
Fair enough.
All right, we got 3 more. Was that Boondocks?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. See, I gotta rewatch it. I don't remember if it's all hype or not.
No, it's still a great show. Not an S class.
Mm-hmm.
I would say A or B. I would say, just because of what they touched upon with the R. Kellys, the Bill Cosbys, the Uncle Ruckus. Would you say Uncle Ruckus? That it hit a lot of good points in a comedic but also not comedic faction. And John Witherspoon is, comedic genius. So yeah, I would put it as an A class.
I'm gonna go with you on that one. I liked it when it was out. I liked it when it was a comic strip.
Yeah.
That was fun. Cleveland Show.
Oh, Cleveland Show. I mean, I watch it. I still watch it. See, that's hard because I feel like that they could have still kept going with that show, and maybe it could have eclipsed Family Guy.
It needed to evolve.
Yeah, it needed to evolve.
But it never would.
It stayed in its lane too long.
And it's not as good as American Dad.
No.
And it's not Big Mouth.
No.
I would put it as a B.
Yeah.
Last one, Simpsons.
I mean, that's the granddaddy, right? It's got to go up.
Created everything. We're putting it before. Just there we go. And there's our list. Definitely check out Boondocks.
Yeah.
Boondocks is interesting. Very much social commentary. So be prepared to have your sensibilities fucked with. Top heavy list. And then, of course, we only have the D's down there because those are shows we never watched. Yep.
So we couldn't really give a good.
That's what D stands for in this one. We just didn't watch them.
Yeah, a good callback to them. So.
Well, all right. Well, there you have it. Let's fix this so it's not showing weird up in the stream. But yeah, I think we're about at the end right there.
Man, is it? Yeah. Wow.
Time has flown by. It's been fun.
Yeah.
Got to get some angry music off our chest.
Jesus.
But yeah, all right. So I guess I'll close it.
Yep.
I am the fat fella himself, Matt Jones, and for Jay Spoon, Josh Witherspoon, this has been the Arena of Audacity. Peace out.
Later, guys. Like, comment, subscribe.
Like, comment.